Hi everybody, thanks for tuning to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Hey, thanks for checking me out. I'm driving home after my long day at work, and I made a video going into work, so I thought might as well make one on the way home. And yeah, these are some new glasses, hope you like them. So I thought I'd talk about empathic intelligence, and I'll give you guys a little taste of information about it. And the underlying reason for me making this video is, of course, to help humanity. So it's nothing about me, it's all about you, to help people. So, and again, I make zero on these videos. If you are enjoying them, you like them, and you feel like you want to give money, you can send money to charity. That's always a great thing. So I like Feeding America is a good one. There's a lot of good charities out there. And if you 100% feel like you want to send me money, my website's victorhamza.com. You could always just do it on there. So to get to the video itself, the empathic intelligence. So when you're having there's 5 levels to empathic intelligence. When you're having let's say, a discussion, when you're having an empathic response with someone else, let's say that you're starting to understand how they are. So you're perceiving them the way they actually are. What you will have is a bounce back response. So I'm going to drill down on that a little bit. So let's say you're an empath, and let's say you're talking to someone who is telling you a story, and all of a sudden your vibration is going to match their vibration. You're feeling what they're saying in the story, and you're actually having that empathic response. So you're feeling what they're saying, what they're feeling. Now let's say, and that's all well and good, but let's say that they're feeling, fear or something negative. So, of course, being an empath, you're going to feel that, so you not just sympathize, but if you're an INFJ like me, or you're, very much, there's different levels, like I said, of empathic intelligence. So you actually are, in essence, feeling what they're feeling. So you're going to have a pushback response. So you're going to have a bounce. So what I mean to say is that they're on their end, let's say, and when you get as really higher levels of empathic response, let's say someone enters a room and they're really scared, and you being an empath would be scared because they're feeling scared. And animals can sense this. In fact, the cobra is a spiritual symbol in Hinduism, because the cobra knows if you're scared or not. So the cobra is the soothsayer. The cobra is the ultimate guru, they would say, because if the cobra's in the room with you, and if you're not scared, it knows it wouldn't strike. And if you were scared, it would strike. And so that's why for many gurus, they are showing, when they handle cobras, very deadly snake, that they're showing that they're a guru because they can control their empathic responses. So in essence, then they have control of their feelings, because the snake itself is trying to make you scared. So if you're having that, let's say that person again entering the room, so they're scared. Now you're scared because you're an empath. Now at certain level of emotional response, I said there's different levels. So then they're getting the bounce back. So they feel that you're scared and they're scared. And so what that does is, that's a force multiplier. And now they're getting more scared because you're feeling an empathetic response. So you were scared because they were scared, and now Now they're more scared. You see how it works? So the reason I mention this is because of, for a lot of people, they don't know how to control a lot of the aspects of being an empath. And what they're doing is they're having this force feedback and a force multiplier. So when someone, comes into the room, and again, in this demonstration, this example, and they come into the room and they're scared, they're gonna, because they're scared, they're scanning the room to see who, if they should be scared or not. If there's someone on the other end of that spectrum being calm, then they might calm down a bit. But when they feel that someone else is scared as well, again, on the side, because they're an empath, then they're going to have a force multiplier. So, and then they get more scared. So the thing that you have to do as an empath is learn to control what you're sending back out versus, what people are perceiving versus what you feel versus how they feel. So that all can be a little confusing at the first couple of levels. Now, there's something called being a borderline personality disorder. And in essence, a lot of being borderline is, I always say, it's like not having the ability to understand your level of how you feel, because you basically are more empathic, but then you're losing your ability to feel on your own level what you should be feeling, because you lose the ability to sense how you feel, and you're all about force multipliers. That's basically what being in borderline personality in essence. So with meditation and with getting to know yourself, the idea is to be healed from borderline personality disorder, a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it. And that is the essence of force multiplying with the first couple of levels of empathic response, and how that being an empath, you could be totally misconstrued when you're out and about, because people are assuming that you're actually feeling exactly how they feel, and you agree with them because you're a nice person, and that's who you voted for because that's who they voted for. So a lot of times I'll get that, somebody says, oh, you're a nice person, so you must have voted for this candidate versus that candidate. And of course you feel that way, because they can sense that you have that empathic response, and being that you're on a higher emotional IQ, then you must have the higher IQ for your own political stance. And this I'm just using political stance as an example, but they're going to feel like you have the same because you have a higher emotional IQ, the ability to be empathic, then you must have the same viewpoint as they do on other subjects as well, which is totally not the case. And in fact, most empaths can see a lot more into what are fallacies and what are the truth. So then they have that going on, where the person having that empathic response thinks that means that they have this, you must have all the same viewpoints. And here's where it dwells into narcissism. And if you don't, have the same viewpoints, then you'll be forced to have the same viewpoints, because of course you must have just erred in your own viewpoint. And that's where a lot of borderline personality disorders come from, is because of narcissists in their young life. And being that you're more of an empath, the narcissist would say, no, this, I have to imprint more of my personality on you, because obviously you need more direction, because they could feel that empathic response. So a lot of empaths are put upon by narcissists, and there's different types of narcissists, but all the time, because they don't understand being empathic. They don't. What they basically have a void there, but what they do feel is they feel a little bit of the bounce. So they feel that bounce back, and what they want to do is they want to convey information, because to them information is the way that is they think moving everything forward. So they think that everybody should be on the same level, and that their way is the right way. So that is a lot of what you see going on in the world. Anyway, this was a short commute. I thought I'd help out with people out there having empathy, and everybody should be empathic. To me, it's a little bit of insanity that people are what you call hard-hearted, and they don't have that empathy going on for those around them. That's a little strange. So being hard-hearted is very strange in the beginning. So there's a lot more information that you get from being empathic. The problem with the empaths that are out there in the world is because the world is a hard place, and a lot of people who are empathic are, because they're empathic, are tortured, and a lot of it's tortured on purpose, and a lot of it's misunderstandings. But the purposefully that a lot of people are twisted, and for nefarious reasons, because they're empaths, and they are put upon to because the people that are torturing them have a feeling of hurt, and they feel like they're exercising their hurt if they get somebody else to feel that hurt as well. So they feel like they don't understand how to solve those karmatic issues by seeking their higher power. So what they're doing is they're seeking the higher power within their wheelhouse, and they're reaching out to people, and they're always looking for empaths. A narcissist is really always looking for an empath, so they feel like they can mold them in their way, and it's a this guy almost got in an accident. Anyway, it's a tough world out there, so we all need to be strong. But I think importantly for empaths is to know who you are, and to be yourself. And the way we learn that is certainly doing meditation, and I do teach meditation. So if you're interested in doing a meditation, I'd love to lead a group of meditators, and I'll show you the right way. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. I hope I gave you a little bit of knowledge here about being an empath, and a lot of quote-unquote light workers or starseeds. This seems to come up a little bit about empaths. I certainly know a little bit about it. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day, and I hope you're doing well. Peace out. Bye-bye.